Alright, we're back to more Murder Solo Suspect. So, last time, we solved the ghost mystery of the girl who, she was killed by the old couple. And we're still trying to figure out what was up with the guy that killed us in Renan. Am I back here? Whoa, there's a... How much of this do I need to do again? I assume, hopefully just, like, it unbuilt that guy and the rest is fine, but...
Okay, folks. I need you to keep your distance from the scene here.
Current objective is to leave the apartment, so I guess I solved that mystery. Question is, did it save that subquest? I don't know how to tell. Oh wait, there's side cases. Okay, yeah, I think it saved everything we did. As long as the demons aren't back, it doesn't appear that they are. So yeah, we solved that woman's ghost mystery, and we still don't really know what's the deal with the guy who killed us, except that he apparently was weirdly superpowered. And now we're going to the church because the little girl that was in the apartment needs to be found.
Honey, they can probably hear you talking through the ceiling.
I hope they do. Every time we visit Jennifer at this place, it's the same.
I'm sure you saw the whole thing, and that makes you...
Everyone just repeating their dialogue over again. I'm hoping maybe I can find that last water heater.
I'm so confused.
You look lost.
Oh wait, they're making me do this, but I solved
is
this.
my body. I know.
Alright, well I need to figure out better how this game saves. Maybe we'll just fast forward through this since we already know the answer. Okay, so ghost mystery solved again. Let's see if I can find that water heater. If not, I'll just give up. But still, I'd like to. I don't know if I ever get a chance to come back here or not. There it is. Let's view story.
I
Recall
still remember
flashback.
seeing the ad for the Regal Apartments in the paper. It's easy for people to look at it and see a dingy, run-down shithole. But me? I saw a place with history and character. I saw a place full of artistic inspiration. Before I knew it, I was the official tenant of Apartment 3A. Looking back on it, I wish I had never even unpacked. My new apartment turned out to have more character than I had anticipated. The carpets were occasionally soggy, the pipes were rusty, and I could hear the tenant below me banging against the walls and screaming at the top of his lungs. Sure, there were other problems with the place, but they just added to its charm. They were things I could live with. What I couldn't live with was showering in brown water, mysterious leaks molding the carpet, and obnoxious neighbors. I called the plumber, who arrived just as I was about to have a word with the people downstairs. When I showed him the wet spots on the carpet, he scratched his head and explained that nothing was leaking, and that the reason for the wet spots was most likely due to me spilling something and not realizing it. Did this guy take me for an idiot? I never spilled a thing. He apologized and said that without a leak, there's nothing he could do, so he moved on to the shower. Thankfully, the water had no trouble turning brown. He thought it could be an issue with a rusty boiler and went to check it out. I took the opportunity to address the tenants below. I knocked on the door, but no one answered. In fact, I couldn't hear anything at all. I tried the door, expecting it to be locked, but it just swung open. I was shocked to find it completely empty. That's when wet footprints began to appear on the floor. They were headed right for me. Just then I could hear the plumber scream from the boiler room downstairs. By the time I ran down there, he was long gone, but he had discovered the source of the brown water. Packed into the old rusty boiler was a bloated, decomposing corpse. The police are still investigating the homicide, and the landlord has promised to renovate the boiler room. However, despite his efforts, 3A is back on the market, and I doubt I'll ever feel clean again.
Huh. So is there anything in this game that's... well, I mean, it is called Murdered, but still. Like, I knew the second that story started, like, oh yeah, brown water's gonna be because there's a corpse in the water heater. Where am I going? Ah.
My best bet is to go out the window on that top
Aw,
floor.
come
Like
on.
the girl did.
Really, Ghost rules? Maybe like a little heads up on it would have been nice. Before I came all... well, I did need to solve the, ghost mystery there. I actually wanted to use an Xbox One controller to play today, and that did not happen. Because the drivers just wouldn't install.
No, it won't kill me, but...
So I get that, like, they made it so ghosts couldn't come in, but you don't think they could have made it so you didn't trap ghosts in your house forever? Alright, time to find the lead. Thankfully I have a waypoint and big highlights for everything.
The day everything died for me.
Thinking about it is so surreal. I instantly have an out-of-body experience every time, seeing myself at that moment. After she tried to break up an argument between two men in the street, two strangers to her, one of which would stab her for no reason at all. She died for trying to help, and the asshole got away. If I'd arrived to meet her just 1 minute earlier, my life would have been different, better, and she wouldn't have been gone. Did it happen here? That would be a weird coincidence. Hi.
Face it, Baxter hated the guy.
I think the hate was pretty mutual.
Ronan was a little rough around the edges. But Baxter, he isn't exactly Mr. Cuddly.
Yeah, but you don't think he'd... I mean, a fellow cop. Or anybody.
In this job, I'm surprised less every day about what people are really capable of.
Well, it turns out Baxter's a dick, but I'm gonna guess he's not the murderer. Because that would be too simple and obvious. How do I get to this church? That would make sense. I do like the occasional old-timey people you see that just don't have any purpose, that just fade out when you come near them. I just like seeing hiding spots because that means demons.
Listen, I don't know if there's anything I can do, but it looks like you could use some help.
I don't know how I got here, or even where here is. I can't remember what happened to me. Why am I like this?
I'm sorry to tell you, kid. But if you're here, it means you're dead.
I knew it.
Look, I'm in a similar situation. Now, I used to be a detective. Let me take a look around and see if I can find anything that will help you make sense of all this.
I am very,
I don't even know where you'd
what's the
start.
word, cavalier about the fact that I may be stuck
Is there
in limbo
anything you
forever.
remember? It doesn't matter how
Is there a
small.
time limit to this?
Sometimes
I assume
the
there is.
tiniest detail is all it takes.
I remember lots of people. And this rowboat. Everyone was scared. And I keep seeing the name Mata Hanset.
That's a start. Let me see what I can do. This is her obituary. She died when a rowboat capsized and sank. Her body was never recovered. What was she doing on a rowboat?
Witness only saw the suspect's face briefly, much of the face obscured, but suspect appeared to be a white male with blue eyes.
There's a note. You will be deeply missed. You are a hero to us all. Huh. Hero to us all. Looks like more than one person owes her their lives.
Finding like the investigation area is weirdly difficult. Like sometimes you'll just wander out without much warning. Like you don't get punished for it, but it helps to not.
Looks like a memorial of some kind. I'll bet people left more than just this around here. Finding that stuff could help piece things together.
See, like that's out of the investigation area. So's this. So's this. I mean, it narrows things down, I guess. But it makes it a little too easy, too. A picture of the survivors of the Mata Hanset steamer wreck. So... that's relevant. That's also probably relevant. Beachside Memorial? No. God damn it. Why even kick me out if you're just gonna, like, have all the same stuff ready?
When Mata Hanset went down, she wasn't a victim. She was a hero. She saved a lot of people before her rowboat sank. She needs to know how much she meant to them.
Did you find anything?
That name you remember, the Mata Hanset? Turns out it was a steamer ship that sank right outside of Salem Harbor. If it weren't for you, a lot of people would have died. You're a hero.
If I saved everyone, then how did I die?
No, you didn't save everyone, but you were trying to. Your rowboat capsized.
I can't swim, so I must have drowned.
I'm sorry.
You know, I like this aspect.
Don't be. Thanks to you, instead of fear and sadness, I feel pride.
Ghost Detective
To
is a
offer
cool
you, I
idea.
would never have known. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
If this game were just this, just solving other people's murders,
To help.
but like way more elaborate than this game is allowing me to be now. Like, if this were actually Ghost L.A. Noire, I'd be super into it. Like, nobody could... Well, people would complain about that because people are assholes, but... It's still a really... It would be a really interesting thing. Like, it even gets away from the fact that, like, oh... How am I supposed to navigate around because there's, like, fences and shit in the way, because you can just walk through it. Pirate history. This spot overlooks the favored launch point of many privateers who operated with tacit permission of the Continental Navy during the Revolutionary War. Salem was the primary harbor for heavily armed and fast-moving ships that would attack Royal Navy ships as they attempted to apply pressure to the neighboring port of Boston Harbor. That was probably super relevant information.
No one made me smile like you did, Jules.
It's hard to put into words the happiness Julia brought into my life. Wait, was I supposed to... I don't remember.
No one made me smile.
Okay, it is the exact same flashback. I didn't know if, like, there was more to it or not. The pictures we took at the beach came out surprisingly well, considering it was almost dark. The one I got of Ronan just as the sun was setting was brilliant. It wasn't much for catching Ronan's features, but my, what a silhouette that man cuts. He makes everything around him look good. Salem could just use that shot to sell itself as a beach resort.
When you're running away, you need a sanctuary. A place where nothing bad can touch you. But you can never escape the questions. They follow you everywhere.
Need to figure out where the witness something went. Ghost birds. The man is who he is. I can't help myself. I try to stay away to be sensible, to consider someone I could share an actual normal life with, but I find myself thinking of Ronan all the time, and I can't stop. Can't. This is it. This is what real love is. Ah, fuck demons.
Hey! It's okay. Just don't go near them.
I couldn't look anymore. I had to stop it. Those hands, they tore at my soul, at my mind. It's your eyes. They get in through your eyes.
All right. Just calm down. Not making
Yeah,
any
stop
sense.
talking ghost things. Clearly, there's no aspect of supernatural here.
What?
They're coming for you.
She's praying what I'm thinking. It's getting dangerous out there with all these murders.
At least we're safe in here. I don't think that evil bastard's gonna hide out anywhere near a church.
I wouldn't... You know, that's not great logic.
At least I'm not alone.
I'm sure it's just isolated victims he picks off.
Save us from the dark trials to come. Deliver us from the shadow of the evil one. Save us from the dark trials to come. Deliver us from the shadow of the evil one.
up there. Please start protecting us.
Alright, these people are all boring. We watched an old black and white gangster movie marathon together, the night before last. I couldn't believe he'd never seen them. I loved the romantic parts, he loved the tough guy parts. When I bought him the fedora the next day, he looked confused, but adopted it so quickly. It's just part of him now. I don't think he'll ever take it off. You know, at least they went through the effort to explain the fedora, I guess, and why it's part of your ghostness. That's the girl.
Wasn't there a clue about the church in the apartment?
I assume Baxter. Nope. Missing persons request? Nope. Photos of witness? Nope. Nope. So apparently, the question of who, it wanted me to pick the
Father,
church.
do you have anywhere that I could stay just for a little
Oh,
while?
of course, dear. The church is always your help. I think we have an old attic you can stay in for as long as you like.
I don't get it. Am I like seeing memories or am I piecing it together like deductively?
Check it out.
I need to find 10 more axes. Or saws, rather. At least this one just seems to have demon potholes. Which, you know, whatever. They're annoying, but they're not as bad as the stealth sections. But I guess I can't cross right past them. But what if I do this?
This is so cold tonight.
The attic must be up there.
Oh man, do I possess the cat? I bet I possess the cat. I've seen cat screenshots. I'm honestly just looking for saws. I am way more interested in what grisly murders happened here.
I don't know, Angie. Brian is a lovely boy, but I worry about his family.
Well, his mother does seem to be a bit of a heartbeat, but Brian's worth it.
Yes, I hope so too, dear. It's just that Shelley didn't grow up around boisterous people, and I worry about the pressures of their relationship.
Oh, Sheila, they'll be fine. You know they'll have a long, happy life together.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. You've been her best friend since what? 4th grade? I think in some ways you know her better than I do.
She's had a great role model for motherhood, I must say. When she has kids, they're just gonna blossom with her.
You're so sweet. I must admit I am looking forward to grandchildren. Has she said anything to you?
Well, she hasn't said anything specific. I know they
Oh
both
my
want you,
god, you guys are talking
but
for
they
so
ought to have a
long.
couple of years just to enjoy each other.
You're so boring.
Of course, I don't mean to be selfish. I mean, what's the hurry? They're young.
He's a great
Finally gonna
guy,
mind read you.
but she's right about his mother.
My girl's marrying her love. That's all that counts.
God, you were a waste of such fucking time. Jesus Christ. At least I got a saw in this room. Oh, hey.
Just look at it. All that pure.
This is gonna be one of those things where I need to leave. Yeah. Oh wait, I can't that way. Okay, I can't hide inside people. God, these stealth sections are so shitty and stupid. Like, at some point, what do you really expect me to do here? Like, I went to both of those rooms. Do I have to find those saws again?
I don't know.
At least, okay, at least it does not seem I have to re-find those saws. Maybe I should kill that demon. Quietly? Before he causes trouble?
Okay, I'm not trying to be picky, but seriously, now do you call this a centerpiece?
I'm sorry, ma'am. The request form said it would be a Puritan-themed display. It wasn't a lot more specific.
Look at that. Just look at it. You call that Puritan. There's plastic in that. You think there was plastic anything when they landed on Plymouth Rock?
Well, I didn't think it needed to be that precise.
This is a funeral
You
home?
didn't think too hard about any of this, did you? Authentic Puritan is organic, rustic, yet tasteful. It says Salem. This whole wedding says Salem.
Oh, it's a wedding.
It's a statement of pride. Don't you have any pride for this town?
Actually, I'm from Weymouth.
My family, not my husband's Irish family, but my family, the Winslows. We go all the way back to the Pilgrims. We settled in Salem in the 1600s.
Also, they had this
We
neighbor that
read
just kept walking in and hitting on their teenage daughter.
I think I just found the only real witch in Salem.
Damn.
Where do they get their help?
Alright, so this whole room is pointless.
fence okay?
Oh, yes, sir. Just regular maintenance.
There's a lot of people just like working here like late at night.
So we just have to make sure none of the little critters get trapped in there.
Well, what happens then?
You probably don't want to hear about it in the food preparation area. It can get smelly.
Maybe that's why they use incense, huh? Oh yeah, they're quite.
Oh my God!
They weren't high school sweethearts, you know.
You guys just
Everyone
keep
thinks
talking.
they were, but they just seem like they've been in love forever. But they met right after college. Total chance thing, trip to Europe. I was hoping he'd meet a nice Irish girl in Dublin, but he met Shelley down in Florence. And she's from Boston. He travels thousands of miles across the freaking ocean to meet the love of his life, who lives right down the road. Kind of makes you believe in fate. Like they were just meant to meet and be happy together forever, right?
That's great. Really great.
You follow football? I don't just mean the Pats. I mean local Friday night kind.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sometimes.
Now, my boy quarterbacked for the Witches all 4 years at Salem High. Was on the varsity when he was a freshman.
Well, congratulations on the wedding. And the football.
Like, I understand what kind of game this is, and this is more visual novel than action game, but still these conversations really seem to go on a while.
It's not my fault. My kid's great. Well, this guy shut up.
I agree.
This would never happen in my kitchen.
That's some action cooking going on there. Hey, there's the cat. I don't want to possess you yet. I got shit to do first. Saw shit. I guess she's going to the attic that we already knew about. I guess the other X's are upstairs. Have you been able to do that do anything interesting? Alright, this is boring. Let's head for that cat. Hold LT to run. Some ledges can be jumped on by running up to them. Oh my god, there's a meow button. Amazing.
Shoot, cat, get out of here.
No. Fuck off. I'm gonna cat as hard as I can. Whoops. Honestly, if I really were a cat, I'd be able to knock all this shit down. Fuck your centerpiece. I'll show you, Puritan. Who are you?
We're probably better off at home, with the doors locked.
No, just some generic guy. See, like, that's cool. That in the distance, just, you know, old-timey Puritan ghost. It disappears if you get close to him. It's a good way to show, like, an object. I don't think cats climb this way. I don't know, maybe they do. I'm no cat expert. I don't see any more demons, so maybe that was the one. You'd figure a church would do pretty well guarded against demons. Like that one priest has the impunity to just vacuum over them, I guess. I wonder if cats can ghost walk. Oh, they can. Well, that could have saved me some time.
There she is, finally.
There's nothing that's not pervy about that.